Yeah, I'll be honest, this is one of my least favorite parts of homesteading. Because at the end of the day, raising your own food, it's not just about putting meat on the table, it's really about learning what it really means to be thankful. So today's video really isn't about how easy it is. It's more about why we do it and how we try to do it right. And when we moved out here, we just wanted to try things we couldn't in town. And raising turkeys for the holidays, especially Thanksgiving, it had always been a goal of ours. And so when we got our ducks earlier in the year, we decided to get the turkeys with them. And so we decided to go with a heritage breed called Bourbon Reds, basically because that's what was available at the time. And heritage breeds tend to take longer compared to, don't quote me if I'm wrong on this, but the broad-breasted turkey, which is basically the Cornish cross of the turkey world. And so our Bourbon Reds, they ended up giving us some time to grow with them, which was super helpful. And then the research we did, they said that turkeys can kind of be finicky eaters, and that raising them with other birds or multiple turkeys, it can also just help them learn faster. So either way, everything worked out for us this year. I'm not gonna lie, watching those birds strut at 6 weeks old was so fun to watch, and all 3 of them did it. And we thought all of them were toms, but we ended up with 1 tom, 2 hens. They were just such a curious and goofy bird, almost like a dog. We'd let them free range a bit, and we would come outside at times and they would run straight up to us, super excited to see us like a dog would be. I don't know, it was fun. And at first, we thought maybe we'd just process the smaller one and keep the others to hatch out for maybe new flocks for the following years. About 3 weeks after planting our garlic, 2 of them got out and they dug up about a quarter of the garlic that we planted. Wasn't super thrilled about it, so we decided we're gonna be giving thanks for all 3 of them. And so processing day is never easy for me. It's weighty, taking life to sustain life. It makes us pause, makes us thankful. And in this day and age, we have so many comforts. As we homestead, I don't think we do what we do out here just to play farm or live some romantic version of homesteading. We do it for a lot of reasons. Obvious, health, there's stewardship, curiosity. I find myself asking often, how were things done before all this technology and comfort took over, right? Like people survived and thrived in a way that almost seems foreign now. And, they grew and they raised their own food. They traded locally, they built community. So yeah, for us, every decision we make, we try to be intentional. We try to do it not for convenience, but for health, for the experience, for the know-how. And I'm not a prepper by any means, but I think that if you have the ability to raise and grow your own food in any capacity, on a small scale, whatever the case is, I just feel like this type of skill is worth knowing and worth passing on. Yeah, so this is our processing setup. It's nothing glamorous, it's nothing fancy. And I know there are better ways to do things, but this is our humble setup. And I just hope it shows you that you really don't need much to start. So before I cull the bird, I always just kind of say a small prayer of thanksgiving. This is hard for me every time. And we hang the birds upside down in a cone because from what we've seen, there's less stress that way. And growing up, I saw chickens flapping around with their heads cut off. So I don't want that. This way, the process, it's just calmer. Like the bird's just going to sleep. And the meat tends to be a little bit more tender this way too. And moments for sure more peaceful. And so I want to honor the bird in that way. And that might sound like I hold animals to some high standard, but really, since we started growing food and raising animals, it's really changed the way we kind of see a lot of things. It's given us a new appreciation for how the Lord provides. If He's this gracious to allow us to raise food and care for His creation, then we feel the least we can do is to treat that creation with respect, even up to the point of processing. In Genesis, God gave man dominion over the earth. I don't think it's really domination, but I think more care, shepherding, stewarding, right? So we understand dominion to be more responsibility, stewardship, and using what he's created with wisdom and respect. So for us, it really comes down to this. It's knowing God and making him known, even in how we live, how we work, how we eat, and processing our animals ourselves is one small way we like to live out that calling. Honoring the Lord, even when it's hard. Like I said before, these moments, they're not easy, but they remind us why we're doing it. To live closer to creation, to be intentional, to give thanks, So if you've ever thought about raising your own food, I'd encourage you. I think it'll change the way you see every meal. Thanks for stopping by. See you on the next video.